Okay, hello, welcome to the weather update. It's 10 o'clock, March 12th, 2021, and yeah, it was quite a warm day across the area. We have some pretty big temperature variations going on across our area. You'll notice that there's one reading here in this map that looks a lot colder than the others. Well, it was at 30, now it's up to 32. That's West Hampton, so apparently there's like the winds, the gradient wind, there's like a little bit of a marine layer over here, a sea breeze that has developed along the south shore, and whatever reason is, it was able to block the wind and they were able to radiate in West Hampton. So that's how they were able to get down to 32 degrees. Meanwhile, if you go to Brookhaven Airport here, 54 degrees. So that's pretty crazy with a 20-mile-an-hour wind gust from the west-northwest, 57 at Islip, and 59 at 59 at Farmingdale. So very, unusual to see that radiational cooling in that one spot. But you see some over here too, East Hampton, 41. But it was a very warm day across there. You're not seeing any of that in Toms River, though. Their airport is reporting 57 degrees. We got some wind gusts because you can see there, JFK wind gust up to 39 miles an hour, 29-mile-an-hour wind gust at LaGuardia, 35-mile-an-hour wind gust at Teterboro. So these are the kind of winds we're getting in. And you notice as we pull out, there's some red flag warnings. Conditions are going to be favorable for wildfires, and we may have to have a red flag warning for our area eventually, possibly tomorrow as well, because we have a wind advisory in effect till 6 a.m. tomorrow, and we'll refresh this here. It should be a little cooler now in Central Park right now. But anyway, let's go look at the high temperatures today. And again, this is conditional. This is the kind of conditions that you could see some fires in the Pine Barrens, perhaps. We'll have to see what happens. But it's very interesting that it's 32 in West Hampton while everybody else is a lot warmer. So let's go take a look at the high temperatures today. And I believe we did have some records today. So look at this. Very warm across the area today, even on Long Island, because there was no sea breeze. It was a weak one did wind up developing on the South Shore, but generally no sea breeze. We got up to 68 in Carle Place. Farmingdale, 70 degrees. The high was at Farmingdale. 66 at Islip, which I think was a record. 69 at Manorville. 66 at West Hampton. So even on the South Shore, it got warm. And Central Park got up to 68. So definitely overperformed with the temperatures. Again, you can see even on the South Fork, we got temperatures in the mid-60s. And this is what's going to help. This is what's helping to dry the ground out as well. Let's see if they manage to get to the 70s in New Jersey again today. Wait for this to load here. Yep, 72 for a high at Miller Air Park and Toms River. So there you go. So 70s in Jersey. And like I said, we were pretty warm as well with that. If we could change this to the minimum temperature, you'll see what happened at West Hampton. We got to show you this because, yeah, look at that. Well, it's not even registering, but it was, it got down to like 30. We'll go look at the readings now because it's not showing up on there. Let's see if it's showing up on here. So 32 at West Hampton. This was as a 9:53, but you'll see what happened at West Hampton, which is very interesting. I kind of want to point this out. So, yeah, you can see what happened when the sea breeze came in right around 3 o'clock. The temperature dropped from 66 to 58, then to 50, then to 48. And then once the sun went down, you had radiational cooling. So then it dropped another 10 degrees in 1 hour to 38, then 34, then 32. So that is pretty incredible when the rest of us have been dealing with quite warm conditions. If you look at Islip, for instance, 57 right there with the west wind. They never got into that radiational cooling at all. So that's very interesting. But you could see even there was a sea breeze at Islip, too. It went from 66 to 60 to 53 to 49 to 47 to 52. Unfortunately, we never got any of that sea breeze in the middle of Nassau County. We never got any of it. Let's see if Farmingdale got it. But I don't think any of us got it. Let's see, did Farmingdale get it? No, Farmingdale didn't really wind up getting it. Nope. So they didn't really cool down. They're only just going below 60 now. It's still ridiculously warm tonight, 259. Very low humidity in the air, too. Humidity 18%. So I'm surprised they haven't issued a red flag warning. We're going to have to watch out for the possibility of fires in the woods, brush fires, and also, wildfires in the Pine Barrens. Of course, for the Pine Barrens, it's a good thing. For us, it's not such a good thing. But because fire is a natural part of the Pine Barrens, and we haven't really had that many because we haven't had enough dry periods. We finally got one. So here we go. So here is the satellite. Let me refresh this. So you can see the satellite here. We have a few stripes of high clouds, but the skies pretty much became mostly sunny later on today. Let's go to the Twitter for the National Weather Service. We had a number of record highs today, so let's take a look at these reports from the National Weather Service here. So, Central Park did not break the record, 68. The record was 71. Newark, 71, did not break the record. But LaGuardia, they tied the record at 69. JFK broke the record. They hit 70, so they broke the previous record of 68. Islip, 67 degrees, which broke the previous record of 65, and Bridgeport was 67, which broke the previous record of 65. So all I could ask you is I think it's pretty interesting that we keep breaking high temperature records, and yet we rarely ever break record lows. Isn't that interesting? That's just another sign of climate change, because you think that, well, we'd have record cold, but it's always the record warmth we're getting. We see these huge anomalies in above normal temperatures, but not for lows. So let's take a look and see what's going to be happening. You see here we have a high pressure that is going to be moving in across the east here, the northeast. So that's going to bring in drier air and keep us dry all weekend long. And then another high builds in, another lake front comes through, and this brings in even colder air from Monday. You can see that there's a strong northwest flow or north flow developing on Monday there. And then it looks like now the GFS is saying this high is so strong in the blocking pattern, so strong that this system here winds up getting shunted to the south, and we don't even see any rain from that. We would have to wait until Thursday to finally get some rain here. So like I said, it's been very dry, but then the next chance of rain will be March 18th. And then after that, another high builds in with more fair weather. So when we go ahead and we look at the pattern in the upper air, which we'll show you here. You'll see, again, still have the blocking in Greenland. It's still there. So that's keeping cooler air and troughs from coming in. Keeping cooler air from time to time coming in with troughs. And if this was a month or two ago, the San Francisco would have been a lot colder. But it's still going to be pretty chilly on Monday as well. So that'll be a significant bit below normal. We'll look at the anomaly chart in a minute here. This is the European model. See that strong trough? That's going to bring in the cold air for Monday, and it could be kind of windy too with that. And then this only goes out to the 22nd. You can see it's not quite as cold after that. So let's go back to the GFS, and we'll look at our temperature anomaly chart. So we're going to look at that and show you the extreme warmth we've had. And you can see, look at those bright reds. Those are going to be a thing of the past come the weekend. Tomorrow, we're going to be close to average, highs in the mid-40s. Go a little bit above normal on Sunday, and then look what happens as cold air comes in. We get a glancing blow. It's mostly based over New England. And then that'll bring us some cold air. And then after that, we're going to kind of go above normal again. But look at that. There's still some issues where we may have some more cold air. Here's another outbreak for Sunday. So we may still have some cold air around from time to time. We're not completely done with it yet. That's for sure. So let's take a closer look at the area, and we'll start with our temperatures and show you how the temperature is going to be changing. And I actually want to start with the HRRR, because that's a higher resolution model. Let's look at the 0Z1 for that. All right, so there goes our warmth for today. We drop tonight, cooling off into the 30s by morning. And by morning, it'll probably be in the mid-30s. And then during the day, we get up into the mid to upper 40s, which is normal for this time of the year. And then we'll cool back down again, though probably not quite that much. Probably not to freezing, probably mid-30s Saturday night to Sunday morning. And then we see a little more warmer air over New Jersey here. And this is in response to a little cold front that's going to be coming through Sunday, which will bring in more cold air. And this isn't going to go far enough out. But you see here that by Sunday night, we already see that colder air going in, and Long Island's already going below freezing. We'd have to advance to the GFS if we want to go further. So you can see, look at that cold air coming in for Sunday night there. Below freezing by Monday morning. And look at this for Monday. Highs are only going to be in the mid-30s. So it's going to be about 10 degrees below normal for Monday. So we'll have a negative temperature anomaly, not a 25-degree negative temperature anomaly. If we did, we would have highs only in the 20s. But, of course, we're not going to see that. But that it will be short-lived, and then it starts warming up again a little more by Tuesday. And then there's that storm that might be shunted off to the south. So Wednesday, we start getting that warm air coming in ahead of that next storm. Warm rain, perhaps, for that Thursday. That would be our next chance of significant rain right now, it looks like. And then cooling back down to near average to a little bit above average next weekend. But then look at that. There's that other bit of cold air that's going to come down. So I'll have to watch that and see. We're not done yet with the cold air. We'll definitely see some more cold air. Let's take a look at the skies now. So got the Cirrus Bank. I think it should get pushed off to the southwest tomorrow. We should have a clear day. We'll have to look at the winds, though, especially in the morning hours, especially with that fire danger. We're going to have to look at a couple of parameters with that. But we stay clear into Saturday night to Sunday morning. Then Sunday, we're going to see a few more clouds, I think, with this second cold front and wave of energy coming through. That passes to the south, and then we get another clear day on Monday before the clouds roll back in on Tuesday. That is the GFS. Let's go ahead and look at the NAM as well. This is the 0Z NAM that we have in now. So you can see New Jersey, you might start off with some high clouds in the morning, but I think everybody becomes mostly sunny by morning tomorrow. We have a mostly sunny day. But on Sunday, like I said, a few more clouds. Though the NAM is saying it really won't be that many clouds, so it may not be that many until like the afternoon. So I still think you'll have a decent amount of sunshine. And then Monday, we clear it out again with more clear skies and much colder weather moving in for Monday. Let's go and look at the RGEM. That's the other sky model. I'll use the 18Z for that. So similar idea. You see tomorrow we'll have a sunny day, and then you see those clouds. So we'll have more clouds on Sunday, and then Monday it looks like more clear skies again for us, and a nice sunny day with cold below normal temperatures. Let's go to windy.com. Now we're going to look at the wind situation for tomorrow. And like I said, I don't think it's going to be that bad to the point where it's going to be damaging winds. But you could have wind gusts up near 41 miles an hour. So 40 miles an hour wind gusts possible. But those winds subside during the day tomorrow, I think. And we actually see them let off quite a bit by the afternoon, I think. They shouldn't be quite as bad. These are the gusts. And by the evening, they're gone. Most of them are gone. So we're not seeing that. In fact, if you look at the winds, you'll see that the winds just become very light in the later part of the evening. So we won't have to deal with them. But the issue is we have low humidity and these high winds. And I don't know if this has a fire danger thing. It does not. All right, it does not. Maybe Ventus Sky does. I thought one of these models had it. I'm probably missing it somewhere along the line, but we'll look at this also. But this is the Ventus Sky. So you see the winds for tomorrow. And we'll go to wind gusts. All right, so we go to wind gusts. You'll see in the morning you have some of these stronger wind gusts that we might have to worry about. But during the day, the wind should subside. But again, things are very dry, so it's just a concern. They have not issued a fire weather watch for our area. It does not look like they have. But there definitely could be a fire danger tomorrow. So again, people need to really be careful when they're out there, especially smokers. You know, they're always discarding their cigarettes, and that could start a wildfire. Throwing cigarettes out the window and stuff like that is not good at all. So I think I thought we had hold on, maybe it was Earth Null School that had it. You know, if I can't find it, I can't find it, but let's see if it has anything. I thought there was something here, but I guess I don't know where it is. I just don't know where it is. I thought we had a fire weather thing. Well, I guess we don't have it, unless the Weather Service has something on their site about it. But again, you see that there's a red flag warning just to our northeast, so we'll have to be careful about that tomorrow. Anyway, that wraps up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.